What's up, guys? Brother Ray. Ray. This video here is about my thoughts on the Midrash. A few months back, I started reading the Aggadic Midrash. Let me start properly. Okay. All right. The Jews, they have the book. They have their books, right, that they read and that they study. The top one being the Bible, and of course, the Jewish Bible is different from the Christian Bible because they don't have the New Testament, right? They have the Old Testament, the Tanakh. But they have other books in addition to the Bible. They read the Talmud, which is the oral Torah. This is basically, I guess, allegedly, the teachings of biblical teachings that are not written down. So it was the oral Torah. And when the Jews basically were being persecuted for a long time, there was a strong need to put in writing the oral Torah, and thus it became the Talmud. You have the Babylonian Talmud, and you have the Jerusalem Talmud. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. When people say the Talmud, they're usually referring to the Babylonian Talmud, which is the more complete Talmud. I think I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. In addition to the Talmud, they have the Midrash. I really like the Midrash because the Midrash is supposed to be the Jewish interpretation of the Bible, of the Old Testament. So me as a Christian, wanting to understand the Bible and knowing that the Bible was written by the Jews, I wanted to get an understanding of what they were thinking, what their understanding of the Bible, in order for me to enhance my own understanding of the Bible as a Christian. So I started reading the Midrash. I kind of didn't really know what to expect or where to begin. And I thought the Midrash was the Midrash, but I learned later that the Midrash has the halak. How do you say halak? I can't say it. It starts with an H. That's supposed to be a more like technical explanation of interpretation of the Old Testament, the Tanakh. And then you have the Aggadic Midrash, which is more like sermons and different ideas by rabbis and their perspective, a more liberal perspective of the not just the Torah, the Torah, the Tanakh, the Torah, the Tanakh, which includes the Torah and Ketuvim and whatever. Anyway, so I looked at the Aggadic Midrash and I found it online. And basically you have the Midrash Bereshit Midrash, which is basically about Genesis, and then you have one for Exodus Rabbah. I'm sorry, Bereshit Rabbah is the first one. You have Exodus Rabbah, you have Leviticus Rabbah, you have the Deuteronomy Rabbah. And I got all the way to Deuteronomy, and I think I did read Song of Songs Rabbah. And I noticed there was something about King Solomon and the King of Demons or something. I didn't get a chance to read it. It threw me off. Like, what is this doing here? And the Midrash was basically composed. I want to say like around the Middle Ages or something was when the Midrash was composed. And of course, these are not Christian understanding of the Bible. These are these are a Jewish interpretation of the Bible. So I was reading Genesis Rabbah, Bereshit Rabbah, and some of it was it went way above my head. I didn't understand it. I have to revisit it and read it. And I read some cool things, Exodus Rabbah and Leviticus Rabbah, and it was pretty cool. I really like the wisdoms there. I think they're very applicable to just daily life. I recommend that Christians read the Aggadic Midrash. How much did it influence? How much did it improve my understanding of the Bible? I wouldn't say it didn't improve like significantly much. Like it didn't like give me an understanding that was like, oh my God, I didn't realize that the Bible said this, but it says that, or it didn't give me a deeper understanding of the Bible. However, it added a lot of wisdom to my practical life. It did give me some extra understanding of, the spiritual world. For example, I don't know which one it was, but it says something about how does it go? It said that when humans sinned, sin was not only poisoned humankind, but it also poisoned the earth. The earth actually, the actual earth, the actual planet actually absorbed sin in it. So the man was cursed, but so was the earth. It's like we know it, like we Christians know that, but we never really stopped to really analyze that and the complexity of that. And it's it makes you think. And then most of it was on point. The only thing I didn't like about the Midrash is said that Moses wrote Psalms 91 or Psalms 90. I'm like, wait a minute, we know that David wrote Psalms, so why is the Midrash saying that Moses wrote Psalms 90 or Psalms 91? I don't remember which one it was. Kind of wanted more details on that. I wish there was some like commentaries on the Midrash. Maybe there is, but I'm not aware of them. Maybe you guys are, and you guys can tell me. So yeah, the Midrash is cool. I kind of went on to do other things, but I plan to revisit the Midrash and really study it. I actually want to take a course on the Talmud. I know there's some courses online for free on the Talmud, and I want to understand it. I have a friend who has actually read the Talmud. I heard that it takes a person 7 years to actually read the Talmud. I don't know, but this guy I spoke to, this guy that I know, he said he wrote the Talmud in a period of a few months, and he actually wrote a book. His name is Jan Irvin. Jan Irvin. He wrote a book basically debunking a lot of lies that people say about the Talmud. So he has read the Talmud, and I want to familiarize myself more with Jewish literature, besides the Bible. There's a website called Sephara.org. I think it's called Sephara. It's been a few months since I went on it, but you can actually read a lot of the Jewish literature there, translated to English. The Jews are awesome writers. The Jews are probably the best writers in the world. I know the Persians have a reputation for being the best poets, and when it comes to literature, Persia is like considered like world class. However, I can't read or speak or understand Persian, so I can't really, I don't know. I mean, I want to read some poetry from Rumi and some of these like Persian poets, in English, but I know that the translations to English are not going to do it justice. I know it. I know it's not going to be the same as reading it in Persian. However, I still want to read it. I'm still curious to read it, but I have to tell you, the Jews are excellent when it comes to literature, when it comes to writing. The Jews are excellent, man. I have nothing but respect for their writing skills. I mean, the Bible is the greatest collection of books ever written, period. I don't care what people say. And the Jews basically, under the inspiration of God and the guidance of God, they wrote it. they wrote the Bible, but besides the Bible, they write a lot of wise wisdoms. They have a lot of great material. I recommend that people do familiarize with Jewish literature. And not only that, it has benefits to your personal life. It will help you grow. Just not even on a religious thing, forget religion for a second. Forget, any bias that you may have towards the Jews. I hope you don't have biases towards Jews, but if you do, I hope that you put them aside for a minute and just read. Pretend that the Jews didn't even write them. Pretend that, whatever you are, pretend that your people wrote it, and just read it. Forget who wrote it, and just absorb the knowledge. And it's wow, it's amazing. This is some really good food for your soul. But when you're done reading, remember that the Jews wrote it, and put some respect on the Jews. They did a great job. Check out the Aggadic Midrash, Aggadic, Aggadic. That's one word, and then Midrash, Midrash, like rash. Like you have a rash on your skin, but you have Midrash. Check it out, please. I highly recommend it.